Hello, hello, hello. Hey, Philip for Life, how you doing? Thank you for stopping by and speaking, being the first person in here tonight. How is everyone doing? Everyone that's going to come through later, if you catch the replay, please make sure you like the video, thumbs it up, and share it out. Now, I had a live schedule to talk about DDG and Haley. Child, it's just, you know what? But Lil Man been posting pictures and stuff on his, well, somebody been posting. I don't know who posting pictures of him on this Chucky Instagram account. And then the auntie, she did a full court press interview telling all his business, like some aunties would try to do. And I just thought, you know what? This just something else, child. I gotta talk about this. Hello, Terry. We was just talking about this. He needs to turn himself in. Terrence, he needs to turn himself in. Well. Hey, Kizzy, how you doing? You in for Life in here tonight? Appreciate y'all. When you say he needs to turn himself in, you know, the aunt, she spilled a lot of tea today. And we're going to get into it in a minute. Yes, we are. We are going to get into it in a minute. But before we do that, so he posted these pictures today. And I know, they're old. It says, Antoine, Massey, innocent. He was sugar sharp, as they say. He was sugar sharp. Ain't that what they say? He was sugar sharp. Ain't that how they say it? Let me see these comments. Laughing my A off. This is funny, but stop posting. Please, they watching. When he posts this stuff, honey, he be long gone from the area. I think. I don't know. Somebody say, I believe you innocent, baby. Somebody say, these pictures look like they are from 2008. Y'all talking about stop posting. Let the ninja be. Stop posting, my guy. Stay low. I believe you. Somebody say, I'm looking for you. I'm going to catch you and turn you in for that 20K. It's 50K. And somebody say, laugh out loud. This ninja hella funny. Somebody say, bro, the Fed's going to get your ping gang, log out, get rid of the phone. Somebody say, get out of the country, keep running. Then they say, can't be out here making videos talking about you innocent, then turn around and post a pic with a pistol. Where a pistol at? When your decades wanted, your dead ass is wanted. Well, I don't see a pistol. Did he have a pistol? He's never murked anyone. He wasn't in on no gun charges or anything like that. That's the old picture, because look at he don't really have that much hair on his face. These are old pictures. When you turn yourself in, call all the news stations and tell them where to be. Now, that's a smart thing to do. You better have the helicopters and everybody there. But I don't think they're going to have to catch him. They're going to have to catch him. He's not turning himself in no time soon, child. Please. Knowing he's not going to get a fair shot either. Is that all the comments? Got to be more comments than that. Okay. And then he posted this picture. He say, free like I supposed to be. You see, it say free like I'm supposed to be. Philip Life, we'll find a good lawyer first. We'll find. Yeah, he needs an attorney. He needs to turn himself in for letting you know. Child, I guess he say if they gonna hold him for something he didn't do, he gonna take his chance. They gonna have to catch him. He'll turn himself in when they catch him, and not a day, but not a moment before that. That's just my opinion. Now I don't know. I haven't talked to him. I don't know where he at. Somebody say the image look blurry to me. I think it's old. Well, yes, it's old. Look at his haircut. It's old. He posting old pics. Somebody say this definitely gonna be a Tubi movie. I don't watch Tubi, but somebody say trim dog. Somebody say bro is in Houston. Maybe he was on that pic. I don't know. Somebody say I like his style. This person say keep going. For every person that say turn yourself in, you got another one say keep going. I'ma like that one. Do what you got to do. Somebody say, too easy. Oh, somebody say, stop posting. Run, Black King, run. Black Kings forever. Snow puppies never. Okay. As the social media turns, not as the world turns, as the world of social media turns. Okay. All right. And then that's this video.
What I want to talk about today as far as why I was in Auntee's parish jail.
Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to listen. Well, okay. Before we go to the interview, let me do this. Let me do this. How y'all doing? How are y'all doing, everybody? Y'all awful quiet tonight. Former correctional officer. Okay, former correctional officer analyzes Antoine Massey's jail escape. Okay, with enlarged documents. So please go subscribe to his channel. It's called former. Where did I go? I went somewhere I didn't want to go. His channel, Correctional Officer. So y'all check him out. We are reviewing this video under Section 107 of the Copyright Act. It's only 7 minutes and 52 seconds long. This is for learning and teaching purposes. So let him teach us.
I'm going to give an update on the Antoine Massey case.
Oops.
I'm going to look at the documents that he held up. I'm going to blow them up so we can read them. For anybody who has...
I thought I got rid of you, Antoine. Let me get to the other guy. I'm trying to get to the other guy. Okay. I'm trying to put you on the screen, sir. Okay.
Hasn't been following this case. Antoine Massey is one of the 10 inmates that escaped from a jail in New Orleans who is still at large. There's a $50,000 reward on his head, and he is making videos.
Yeah, he making videos. He posting pictures. Find a good lawyer. He needs to turn himself in. Feel like our old days, PP. Terrence, now who did you ever hit the panel? Yeah, we're gonna bring the old days back. Ain't nothing wrong with bringing the old days back, honey. Let's bring them on back. Let's bring them on back. I'm glad you still around, because a lot of folk left, you know. Some folk is finicky. Some folk funny acting. You know what I'm saying? Let them stay gone. Louisiana is a state I wouldn't want to mess with. I know that's right, Paulette. I got a lot of people there now. I go to Lake Charles. I go to New Iberia. I go to Baton Rouge. I ain't going to New Orleans. Oh, no. Them parishes down in New Orleans. No, I didn't, but will one day. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. Okay, I wonder where Sean at. I wish he would call in and talk about this case. I miss Sean.
Proclaiming that he's innocent. Now, in the video that he put out, he's holding 2 documents in his hand.
Why was I even incarcerated? What a woman said that this never happened. This is this woman's name. This is the charge, domestic abuse violation. This is about the shit in St. Tammany. Why was I in Orleans Parish? Why was I even in jail? That's what I'm trying to show y'all. That's why I left the jail. Okay, she did this, right? Saying all allegations against me is false. And she even saying it, you know, she let her know the truth, that I never did this to her. I never hit her. I was nowhere around her. Nothing. She got mad and thought that I was dealing with another woman. That's why she did what she did to me.
He has a lot of faith in these documents that he's holding up. So today we're going to look at these documents. So let's just get into it. The first document that he holds up is what we see right here. This is a contact request form. It says request to speak with assigned assistant district attorney. And this is the victim witness info. The first name of the victim is Diamond, last name White. And then it says case info, name of accused, Antoine Massey. And description of charges, the domestic abuse. So this person is...
So his birthday is June the 15th. He got a birthday coming up. He ain't going nowhere before his birthday. He gonna party. Oh, he gonna party like it's Mardi Gras. He gonna party like it's Mardi Gras, wherever he may be. So Follette, I know you saying he needs to turn, but no, they're gonna have to catch him. He's not going in right now. It's his birthday too. You know, some people when their birthday comes, it's everything shuts down. You know, it's on and popping when their birthday come. My brother finna have him his birthday June the 12th. He finna have him a big shindig. Shoot, he finna this little man that and Antoine's like he likes to party, and he been locked up too. And it was for something he didn't do. He didn't, y'all. We're gonna get into it. He didn't even steal the car. Those charges he didn't even do. He was literally in there for stuff he didn't do. So I may not agree with everything, but I understand. I can understand. I can understand. All right, let's get back to it. Why don't we? How do I want to put, let me see how do I want to do this. So I want y'all to be able to see everything. Okay.
Is requesting to speak with the assigned district attorney. All right, so that's the first document that he holds up right there, someone he's pointing to. And then the second document, this is the affidavit. This is the second document that he shows, and this is an affidavit. Let me blow it up. Affidavit of Diamond Amanda White. And it says her name. My name is Diamond Amanda White, her address. And then it says, I make these statements concerning an incident that occurred on November 10th, 2024. And it says, let me blow it up a little bigger. I mean, it's kind of fuzzy, but I figured it out. So just bear with me. Okay. It says, on that night, or this is the closest I can get to what it says. On that night, I was engaged in an encounter with some ex-friends. An encounter which resulted in me being attacked by them. During this incident, I thought I had seen Antoine Massey, date of birth, in the vehicle with the group that assaulted me. Upon further thought and information and belief, he was not in the vehicle. As such, Massey never physically came in contact with me.
Massey was not in the vehicle. He wasn't a part of the people, whomever they were, that attacked her. He's innocent. He's innocent. He already served 14 years on his back for the crime, whatever that was that he did. But for this, he did not do. And when they won't listen to you, I guess you take a walk.
And then here, I think there's a better copy I have of that. Let me see. Okay. Let me just make it a little bit smaller. It says, as such, the statements concerning him as provided to the New Orleans Police Department were inaccurate. Now let me blow that up so you can see it. It's kind of fuzzy, like I said, but I was able to make it out. Let me see if I can find another. Okay, this is a better one. As such, the statements concerning him as provided to the New Orleans Police Department were inaccurate.
Now, the statements provided to the New Orleans Police Department, the New Orleans Parish, from Diamond White about Antoine Massey were inaccurate. He did not harm her. He wasn't a part of that crew. That says it all. But then they want to turn around and say, we still reserve the right to prosecute you for something somebody say you didn't do. That to me is bullshit. I'm calling bullshit. I'm calling bullshit right there.
And then she goes on to say, You find the clearest one for that. There was nothing further said. Okay? So her statement is, on that night, I was engaged in an encounter with some ex-friends, an encounter which resulted in me being attacked by them. During this incident, I thought I had seen Antoine Massey, his date of birth, and then it says, in the vehicle with the group that assaulted me. Upon further thought and information and belief, he was not in the vehicle. As such, Massey never physically came in contact with me. As such, the statements concerning him as provided to the New Orleans Police Department were inaccurate. There was nothing further said. Okay, so that's her statement, notarized it, so it's a legal document. Now, does this affidavit of her recanting her claim that he had abused her, is this a get out of jail free card for Antoine? No, it's not. Because even if a domestic abuse victim recants their story and chooses not to prosecute, the DA has the discretion as to whether to prosecute or not.
The DA has a discretion, and he's a black man in New Orleans with a history of serving time. So they have the discretion. Rightfully, if the officials have this information, why were they still holding him? I don't understand why our justice system is so difficult. Ask Dr. Umar. He can break it down to us like nobody can. It's not fair. It was never meant for us. It was never meant for me and you. Never. All right, let's continue listening to him.
And the DA does not need the cooperation of the victim. They can just charge the person, and it will be the state against, in this case, Antoine Massey.
I don't
And
know.
they have the option to prosecute without the victim. They do this because they know that victims sometimes are afraid of their abusers, and they feel that it's safer for them.
And here I know, hey, St. Louis in the building. How you doing? You calling from St. Louis? You can call the hotline if you. I don't even know the number by heart, honey. I have to put it up there. But anyone that has anything they want to say, they can call the hotline. I don't know the number. What is this number? Not that anybody's gonna call, but I'll let him play while I do this. My bad.
To prosecute. Now, the reason why they do this also is because in 1995, O.J. Simpson was accused of murdering his wife, Nicole, and he went to trial and was acquitted. But during his trial, a lot of information came out about domestic abuse. The cops had been to their home on multiple occasions, and his wife, Nicole, never wanted to press charges, even though there was evidence of her being abused. And so, since that case, DAs around the country have changed their policy and have taken it on themselves to prosecute domestic violence cases, even if the person who was abused does not want to press charges. So, because he has this form, this affidavit does not mean that he has a get out of jail free card or that he should just leave because he is there unjustly. The DA still may want to prosecute him. So that's what I have for you today. Thanks for stopping by and checking me out. And until next time, as always, peace and stay safe.
Peace and stay safe. Y'all go subscribe to his channel if you so desire. All right. Okay. So now we're going to, if I can get myself back down here. Now we're going to listen to The auntie did an interview. The auntie is on a press conference. Auntie is on a press conference. Okay. Anyone that has any, if you want to say anything about the case, let me turn this phone on. If you have any different opinions of mine, or is this something you want to say? You're not scared to talk about Antoine Massey if you don't think the Fed's going to come jack you up? Call 501-352-8982. Okay. Let me pull up the interview. And I might. Okay, it's called Auntie Quita Breaks Her Silence. I'm subscribed to the channel, rah. So we're going to listen. We're going to listen to Auntie, honey. All right. Let's play it up.
Who let the world know who they listening to right now.
Hello, my name is Shaquita Taylor, and I'm Antoine Massey, auntie.
My first question is, I know we was talking off camera, and you spoke about after the video dropped, there was I don't know if I could say pressure, but there was a visit by the law.
Yes. But when they came here very pleasant and just letting me know that it was protocol because they had been seeing my videos all over the internet and stuff, and especially the live that I did. But in the live, they was telling me like the police, they listening because it's buffering, they tapping in. And I'm like, I don't give a, I'm going in. I don't give a, let them come. Yada, yada, whoop, whoop. And sure enough, they told me everything I said when they came here. They heard everything.
Wow.
Oh yeah, so trust you me, they listening. They listening right now. They listening right now. Please believe that. I told them come, and they did just exactly what I told them to do. But no, my skin ain't thin. I wasn't fearful. You know why I'm not fearful? Because I don't have anything to hide. Because I want him, my nephew, home. I just want him found. And I'm a desperate auntie right now that's willing to go to any extremes or measures for that to happen. And I'm unapologetic about it. Come talk to me. I ain't got nothing to hide. What you want to know?
What was Antoine's?
Any extremes or measures? That means she will call in and report him and have them pick him up for that $50K. Now, with family, with real family, it gets kind of sticky. Because let's say you don't want to get arrested like some of these people did that helped their family members, like that grandmother that helped Jermaine. His sister, Antoine's sister, has been arrested. Don't call me. I'm not going to help you. I don't want no parts of it. But I'm not going to call in on you for no $50K just to get the money. I don't want to know nothing, so I can't be implicated. If I don't know nothing, I can't call in on you. So just stay away from me because I don't want to collect $50K to turn you in. But I don't want to help. I'm not going to help you, but I'm not going to turn you in either. So don't come around me. If I don't know where you are, I can't say anything. To me, that's what real. But you got fake love out. Wait a minute. Hold up. Cause money. Is this it?
Fake love, I don't need it. You can keep it as a fact. Yeah. Fake love, I don't need it. You can keep it as a fact. Yeah. It's been a long time, honey, but I know, yeah. Story. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. I say I got you. Well, just hold it down and keep it solid. And when you're not around, I protect your name. I won't talk about you. Everybody ain't your friend. It's been
when you're not around. I won't talk about you. I just keep my mouth shut. But anywho, let's just get back into it. Never heard about this. What, Lisa? Okay, well, Letha, well, honey, you got 10 people that escaped out of the New Orleans Parish jail almost 3 weeks ago. 2 people are still free. Antoine Massey and Derrick Groves. Gone with the vanished without a trace. Well, I won't say without a trace because Antoine out here poking the bear. Because he know he innocent, so he poking the bear. He know, and I'm not saying nothing about Derrick. I'm just saying Derrick. I think Derrick sipping on a Mai Tai somewhere. That's what I think. Okay. You put me onto this song. Okay, preachy Bama. All right. Fake love. I don't need you can keep it as a fact. That one. That's right. You know, somebody say they love you and they want shut up. Don't talk. Keep my name out. Don't talk about me, especially when I'm on the run. Just shut up. Just shut up. Okay.
Situation as far as him serving time was that bad to?
Man, look, if Antoine would have sat there being patient, I feel to believe he would have came home. But he feel like since he had been lost, you know what they call 3-time loser, 4-time loser, whatever, and he could not afford a lawyer because we weren't paying for nothing. Oh no, your lawyer days is over with when it come down from this family. Nah, bro, nah, we not about to keep doing this. And my son too, nah, y'all gonna sit there. And that's what it was this time. Y'all gonna sit there because we should have let y'all.
So her son is locked up too. Her son is locked up too. Well, what's going on with what? Since you want to talk about it, what's up with your son? Why you talking about it? Oh, because your son didn't escape. Well, Antoine said he didn't escape. He was let out. But sometimes less is more. Just
It's been a long time, honey, but I know, yeah. Store. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. I say I got you. Well, just hold it down and keep it solid. And when you're not around, I protect your name. I won't talk about you. Everybody ain't your friend.
When you're not around, I protect your name. I won't talk about you. When you're not around, I protect your name. I won't talk about you. Her and the pastor on the Chitlin circuit. Now, let me stop before that woman cuts me.
Y'all sit there all the other times you went. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes it's called tough love, baby. It's called tough love. So with that being said, he ain't have no lawyer, and he felt like an appointed lawyer wasn't going to be powerful enough, and they was going to railroad him this time, and he go.
And he was right. He right. Those court-appointed attorneys, they have so many cases. They're overworked and underpaid. It is what it is. You got to have a private attorney. You got to have a private attorney. And I know some families, they done put all the, some people, you just can't keep doing it. I understand. But if you can't even help get a private attorney, then shut up. Just don't talk about it. Don't get on there and tell. Well, let's let her talk, honey. Let's let her talk.
Go to jail for life. And you see what y'all don't know is after Antoine did that 14-year bid, Antoine came home with PTSD. So he was really out of control. Mm-hmm. We tried to get him help when he first came home. You put a 14-year-old boy, mental illness already, ADHD, schizophrenic already, bad as hell, but he bad like beat your ass from your mama bad. Not bad as, okay, I know how to go up in here and handle myself. You got rapists, murderers, all type of criminals. That's who raised you. That's who molded you. That's what created you. At the age 16, 17 is when you pop up with tattoos in your face. My daddy was livid when he saw that. How you gonna come home and get a job now? Ain't nobody gonna take you serious. You told us you had to join the game because you needed protection. Okay? Antoine used to be 3 and 6 months in a hole at a time. My mama worried herself sick while that boy was in jail. We used to think, well, damn, is he cutting up that bad in there? We know he bad, but is he cutting up that bad in there? Are you doing this because you're trying to save your life in there? You're trying to stay away from getting shanked. You're trying to stay away from getting hurt. You're trying to stay away from, you fighting for your life in there. Because you was at a hard prison. You got a hard prison, okay?
At such an early age, man.
At such an early age. On top of dealing with the stress of your father, your mama gone, she in jail doing a 40-year sentence. You feel what I'm saying? He just was belted there.
So she just revealed that his mom, whoever knew she had a 40-year sentence. That's a long damn time. But I don't think she did 40 years because she's out. So Antoine's dad was unalive when he was 6 or 7. Antoine's mom got sentenced for 40 years. And then, you know, he had to do 14 years, went in when he was 14 years old. A 14-year-old. And he's a nice looking young man. And you can imagine them old perverted. What? Let me just hush.
A bad call, man. That's all it was. And I mean a bad hand. A bad hand. Okay, you get released. You did your time. You come home. You ain't got no strong male figures in your life to tell you right from wrong. So, you know, explain to you, man, leave the city. This ain't no place for you. You know, you want to change. You got to do something different. But your mindset ain't there. You come right back to a city with the same kind of people that raised you in there. Murderers, criminals. You understand what I'm saying? What they do, they put work in your hand. Because you always wanted to live the flashy life. You always wanted to be like your dad, but you're nothing like your father.
She said they put work in your hand. Now, some of us know a little something about street terminology. She telling all his business. Come on, Auntie, don't tell it all. It ain't nothing like an auntie who want to get on YouTube and talk about you. I had an auntie like that. Came out on YouTube and went on a whole panel of somebody that hate my guts and did a whole damn coming out interview about me. Little old me with 12 people in my chat want to talk about little old me. Little old me. I have an auntie that doing the want to go on the chitlin circuit and run around and give interviews. I got an aunt like that, Antoine. I do, honey. Think they know you better than you know your damn self. Your auntie think that you want to turn yourself in and it'll be best for you to just turn yourself in right now, even though you're innocent. But let's keep listening to auntie because she got a lot to say.
Your father was laid back. He was low key. He wasn't loud. He had plenty of money, yeah, but he wasn't loud. You loud. You wear the clown suits. You want all the jewelry. You want all the designer. You want the flashy cars. Your daddy wasn't that. He custom built them, but he wasn't in them like that. He drove a rag-glass car. He kept a dirty, dinky uniform on all day, but he got a pocket full of money. You feel me? But the moral to the story is Antoine was loud. So you come home with the same mentality of the people that shaped you, formed you, raised you while you was incarcerated.
Now, but she made a video saying that was gonna be her last video. She wasn't gonna say nothing else. She was going back to doing hair and teaching folks how to get their hair. Because I say, well, I need to get my hair a little bit thicker. You know, it's growing back now. You know, it's looking pretty good and stuff. But she said her channel wasn't gonna be about no Antoine. But all she's been talking about is Antoine. Did she try to help him do right? I mean, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Her son is locked up too. I mean, I don't know. But even when you try to, you know, when people are grown, they're gonna do what they want to do. So we can't hold her accountable. But yeah, you know, but so we can't hold. I mean, but you don't have to get on here and give a full-fledged interview about it either. God, dog.
So we can't do nothing with this boy. He out of control. Of course, now you got my dad. You ain't got nowhere to go. You're getting put out of everywhere you go because you can't go in and out of people's house like this. Twine, you've been gone long. You don't even know the custom way of normal living. Damn. You're an animal now. Damn. You understand what I'm saying? We trying to calm you down, boy. Look. People don't do.
Wait a minute. She called him an animal? I didn't know she called him an animal. He had another aunt or cousin that was on my TikTok that came out and said stuff. Oh, was she talking about Dairy Grove? Lord, I don't know. It's just too much. But she called him. Wait, let me play this back. Let me play this back. Let me go back.
Ain't do nothing with this boy. He out of control. Of course, now you got my dad. You ain't got nowhere to go. You're getting put out of everywhere you go because you can't go in and out of people's house like this. Twine, you've been gone long. You don't even know the custom way of normal living. Damn. You're an animal now.
So is that what you think of so you think he's an animal? You drop a dime for 50K. I think you drop a dime for 5K. Damn. I think when aunts get on and talk and do interviews about nieces and nephews, they consider them animals. My aunt, I guess, considered me an animal. She said, you're an animal now. He's not an animal. He's a human being. Just because he's not a... So people think that everyone that goes to prison are animals. So many people are in there that are innocent. Auntie, you calling your nephew an animal? I started going to the beauty shop every 2 to 3 weeks. I hate the beauty shop, but I go now, girl. And I keep my ends trimmed. She said it. Yeah, she sure said it. She said it. If it's a lie, she told it.
Shaped you, formed you, raised you while you was incarcerated. So we can't do nothing with this boy. He out of control. Of course, now you got my dad. You ain't got nowhere to go. You're getting put out of everywhere you go because you can't go in and out of people's house.
Can y'all still hear it with it playing like that? Can y'all still hear it? Can anybody answer me? Can y'all still hear the video? I didn't have it up. Could y'all still hear the video? Okay. Okay, thank you. All right. Hold up. I know what I want to do. I want to try to find that video, what I was just playing. Okay. Let me see where I'm at on that. 5.29.
FBI to Marshal Service.
Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I want to put him up here, I'm going to stop sharing that. And I'm going to go here. And then play it from here, since nobody called.
While you was incarcerated. So we can't do nothing with this boy. He out of control. Of course, now you got my dad. You ain't got nowhere to go. You're getting put out of everywhere you go because you can't go in and out of people's house like this. Twine, you've been gone long. You don't even know the custom way of normal living. Damn. You're an animal now. You understand what I'm saying? We trying to call.
I didn't catch that when I listened to it earlier at work because I had already listened to this. I think she called him an animal. She sure said it. Yeah, she called him an animal. If he's listening to her, he sure enough don't need to tell her where he is because she's going to get the 50K. Her and the pastor want the 50K, honey. Sweet. Who is that? Sweet Diva Do. Hey, welcome in. Okay, let's get back to this, honey. Okay, let's.
You down, boy. Look. People don't do that these days. You tripping.
His longest stint, how long was it? That young age?
14 years.
That shit feels.
Because see, the trauma start, your development stops. whenever your trauma started. And if he went in at 14 and that place raised you, you coming home with that understanding, not the understanding of a 30-something-year-old man about to soon be 30, a little over 30. You feel what I'm saying? You don't think like us in the civil world. You don't think like us. You think like.
So she don't even think he's civilized. She don't. You know, some of them prisoners be in there learning and reading, and when he's stating his case, he sound.
On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child. She's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You hear me? All allegations against.
Now, I've been to college and got a master's degree, but I don't always. I don't always use the best of what. And you know, he got that accent. But he sound like he know how to deliver, and he don't talk like no animal to me. I know it's men on YouTube that have never been to prison, act more like savage dog animals than this man acting. But anywho, I'm gonna mind the business that no, I'm not. I'm gonna keep giving my commentary. And who gonna check me?
That. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I try to get people to understand him. Antoine didn't have nothing to do with us. Well, you know, we was the bad parents. It's our fault that he the way he is. We didn't love him. People, please. Y'all have no clue. And I'm not sitting here saying that Antoine don't know right from wrong, because you gotta.
And she right, we don't have no clue. That's their family, that's her nephew. However, semicolon, you don't have to get out here and call him an animal and say he uncivilized and he don't know how to be around human beings. He don't look like an animal right there. He not on all fours, moving around barking and stuff. You know what? This is perfect.
It's been a long time, honey, but I know, Store. Everybody ain't your friend, everybody ain't your partner. I say I got you. Well, just hold it down and keep it solid. And when you're not around, I protect your name, I won't talk about you. Everybody ain't your friend.
Want to change, but in his head, what's better than this when he don't know nothing else? You understand? In his head, Tita, I don't see none of that stuff you're talking about. You know, because you're not giving yourself a chance for your mind to reformat, baby. And me, all you want to do is preach to people. All you want to do is keep throwing that Bible. I mean, he fell away from God also. He fell away from God also. He used to always question me about the Bible and verses, and the people who was in jail told him that this ain't real, that ain't real. And that used to break my heart.
Now, you know, every time people do go to jail, they become Muslims or this, that. I mean, but I consider myself more awoke now than I have been in the past. But I still believe in God now. I believe in God. But I do consider myself more awoke, you know? I do.
Oh, that used to break my heart. But at the same time, I know God have a way of showing up in people's lives. Like,
yeah, he does sound intelligent. He know how to put a sentence together. He knew how to tell us that he wasn't. He was innocent of some of them damn charges.
It's two different parishes, Orleans and Santana. Okay. Today, what I want to talk about is that I was on second-degree kidnapping, second-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form.
See, some people look at the tattoos and that's all they will see. He even says that in this video. Don't let the tattoos fool you. And she even said, Antoine ain't no thug. Antoine just a bad boy. She said herself that he wasn't no hardcore thug.
that and using them. God loves people like that. He loves them. You know why? Because those are his biggest projects for the unbelievers. Because if he can change, anybody can change. And that's just the way God works. He loves the fool. He loves fools. And he loves babies. Because
so are you calling them a fool? It's a sin. Isn't that a sin to call people fool kids? Ain't that in the Bible somewhere? Anyway.
They don't know no better. They don't know no better. Fool don't know no better. And he definitely is a damn fool.
You know what? Where is the other aunties and cousins at? Can somebody come speak that ain't gonna dog him out and call him a fool and an animal and a uncivilized human being because he went? Is it just me? I mean, that's her blood. But you know, blood can be a mother for you. I can testify. Blood is a mother for you. Blood will take you down through there if you let them. If you let them. What is she? Shit. Oh well.
Like you said earlier, I know Antoine. I'm sure he watching. You know, if he's able to, he's watching most of this. What conclusion do you see?
And let me tell you the conclusion that I see. And we gonna mark this word. It's gonna go down in history.
Okay, I want everybody to listen, and we're gonna mark this word. We're gonna see if what she about to say goes down in history. Because she thinks she know it all. She thinks she know it all, boo.
At the end of the day, God have the last answer. Mm-hmm. See, so with it all, whether if he, show up walking or in a bag, God got the last say. So, but we pray he walk in there walking. You understand? Protected and covered. This is what I see. This is what I see. This gonna turn around and he gonna get the last laugh. This gonna turn around and he gonna get the last laugh. Now, is he's gonna have to pay for walking out of that prison, whether somebody unlocked the door or they picked the damn lock. None of that matters. You got to pay for that. You got to pay for that. But far as the young lady and what you was in there for.
Now, I don't know if you guys have heard this, but I want y'all to listen to this next part closely. I'm going to try not to stop it. But the few people that are in here, thank you for being here, but listen to this closely. Because what she's about to say now is backing up what this young man said. Can you imagine being locked up for some shit you didn't do? I don't care if I got my whole face tatted up.
What he's saying is true. Not gonna lie for him. It's true. Now, you are the ass for constantly dealing with the young lady. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that. Those documents that he have, they're real. My parents even have documents. What we couldn't understand is you have all these documents. This girl will put these fake charges on you. Then she will go and get a power of attorney to say, write it out, written out that she lied. She made it all up. Get it stamped, sealed, and notarized. My daddy.
Now the auntie telling us, I'm going to stop it right here for a minute. She's telling us that what he's saying right here, wait a minute. Because the aunt just backed him up.
None of that. Let out the GC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans.
Okay, now he just told us what he was in there for. Let's let the aunt keep talking. Let's let the aunt keep talking. Okay? Because soon enough, when folk that like to talk just talk and won't shut up, they eventually tell the truth.
Have them documents. We're trying to understand if this girl go that far and doing it, is why you keep messing with that little girl. Let me tell you why. Because she's 19, you in your 30s. You thought you ran across a little sucker. Yeah, she showed you. You ran across the wrong one this time. And like I said, that ain't nothing but your karma from how you messed over the young lady that you married. She held you down, took care of you while you was in jail, loved her, baby. Beautiful girl. She like a little Mexican type, Hispanic girl, but beautiful. You mistreated her. You didn't do right by her. You came straight home, went back to baby mama. That's how you made your little boy that's 3 years old right now. So T Mama and Antoine and Noonie made T Mama, which is his 17, 18-year-old.
Auntie telling all his business. Anybody ever had an auntie get on YouTube and think they know somebody's whole life? And maybe she do know what she's talking about. Now she's saying that when he got out of prison, he went back to the baby mama instead of the woman that held him down. Men will do that. I don't watch Love and Lock Up, but I got friends that do, and they tell me how the woman been and waited on the man, he get out, and then bam, he go be with somebody else, and then she pissed. Well, I'm not gonna sit at home and be in love with somebody that's locked up. Shit. Well, never say never, but I'm just saying. Damn. Unless you was in love with them, before. I'm talking about these people, they be meeting people that they never met and they fall in love. To me, that's truly weird.
Daughter who just graduated, y'all made her at 13, 14. You and y'all was young parents. Made that.
So she just told us that he made a baby, and the girl, they made a baby when they was 13 or 14 years old. She's spilling all his tea. What he hasn't spilled, she's spilling it.
You feel what I'm saying? Then with that being said, when you came home, you married Mary Jane because you felt bad that she held you down all that time, but you were cheating on her the whole while with your baby mom. That's how you made your little boy. Okay.
Now, how you know he was cheating? Were you there watching? Were you there? It be people that think they know this is okay.
Yeah. Then you left Mary Jane. She had enough sense to divorce your ass. You went back to your baby mama. Noonie and you tried to call yourself rekindling your family back, this, that, and the third. But at the same time, you ain't been home 14 years. You're trying to get your feet wet. You see what I'm saying? You're trying to get your feet wet as much as possible. And Antoine is a very attractive man when he put his stuff together and he clean up. He's very charming and he's very persuasive. So with that being said, you in these streets, you got your lady fans, you got your fan of women, you feel me? But you run across this one right here. Your baby mama got enough sense to know I'm not doing this with you no more. You come home on the same BS. You don't want to get a job. You can't keep still. You got this, you got that in my house, you got to go. So she had enough sense to kick him to the curb. You're in and out of my mom and them house. I'm constantly telling my daddy, Dad, I'm telling you right now, the people ain't got no problem sending your ass to jail at the age that you is. I'm telling you now, don't be fooling around with that twine. Oh, I'm not doing that. Okay, whatever. Go ahead on. So with that being said, you run across this one now. This one right here, yeah. She put your ass to work. Have you ever seen the movie In Line Between Love and Hate with Martin Lawrence?
Yeah.
The one who beat herself and then put herself in the hospital and said, you did, that's her. You got one of them.
So she's saying that the girl that put these domestic violence charges on Antoine is like the woman from Thin Line Between Love and Hate. Beat herself and all this, and then, oh, look what he did to me. But it'd be her doing it to herself all alone, which is what he is saying right here.
Attorney dropped for him right here. And she's not a child. She's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere.
But now, I know she said the girl was 19. He almost 30. He was been locked up for so long. He probably still got I don't know. But that's not committing. He wasn't like committing no perverted acts. She was of age. And older men, they tend to like younger women. So he didn't break any laws there. Okay. All right. Let's get back to listening to her. I know I said I wasn't gonna stop it, and I keep stopping it, huh?
You got one of them kind. Her mama is no longer. Her father is no longer. She out here keeping however she live. However she make her money, I don't know. But the young lady keep money. Me personally, I've never met her personally, but from the horror story.
Well, if you never met her, how you know so much about her? That's like my aunt coming on here trying to talk about me, and motherfucker don't even be around me, ain't never spent holidays with me or nothing, but can get on here and try to tell a story about me. You never met that woman. She just said she don't know how she get her money. She say the girl's mama and daddy are both deceased. If you are not around anybody, I don't think you can come around and try to tell their story. Now, she could probably talk about her nephew because that's her brother's son, but I don't think she was around him that much either.
That my family give me with them too, I don't be wanting to hear, because if you're willing to jeopardize your life and your freedom for this right here, you good and crazy.
And that's the same girl that's got him on the real charge.
Yeah, that's the same. Yes, right. This is what I'm talking about.
Now listen to this, y'all. It's gonna get good. Listen.
This is what I'm talking about. She's the type of girl, you know how some women think that a man beating them is love. She one of them, but she keep money. She take care of. She keep him with designer on. You know what I'm saying? So in his head, he got him a little young duck. You feel what I'm saying? So she splurging him. She got him in nice cars. She got him, she got him with the best of shoes on, and that's all he want to do anyway is flash. He ain't got shit. She taking care. But at the same time, you in these streets with other women in her shit, which she do. She crash out. She crash out. She'll go upside your head. What do you do? Either black and blue. You feel what I'm saying? What she do? Call the police. What she do? Go get it after he go to jail. She go get it. She want him bound him out all 100 times that he been in jail. You feel me? Repeated vicious cycle.
All the times he's been to jail, the girl has bonded him out. The one that got these charges on him. Toxic love.
Repeated vicious cycle. This is why I didn't care to hear none of it. Antoine went to jail on one of his other accounts. He went to jail. They went out there to Texas because my little great nephew, Antoine baby, had a high fever. I mean, detrimental high fever. So Antoine and her went to.
Now listen, Antoine's baby got sick living in Texas. I don't know what part of Texas. So him and this girlfriend of his that likes to say, oh, and have him arrested and then say, oh, he didn't do it and bail him out each and every time, according to the auntie who knows all. This is the auntie that knows everybody's business in the whole family. She knows everybody's business. But she ain't gonna tell her business. She ain't gonna tell her baby. Oh no. She ain't gonna tell her business.
Went to Texas to see about the baby. They had a hotel room, right? She was upset that Antoine counselor was at the hospital and she in the hotel room. Now he brought y'all there with him. So it wasn't like, he was like, you stay here, I'll come back. They went out there together as a couple. And they had a hotel room and he was going to see his baby or whatever in the hospital, right? So she jealous because he's spending too much time at the hospital, and he with the girl, he with the baby mama. He with the baby mama. Let me tell you what she do. Here it is. This fool got her a bus ticket, caught the bus home, left him in Texas. They drove her car out there now, left him in Texas, came home, called the police, and said he stole a car. The people went.
Now him and her drove her car to Texas together when the baby got sick with the fever. They had a hotel room. He at the hospital with his baby. At least he's trying to be a good daddy. It's the women that don't want the men to be a daddy for me. Halle Bailey, Miss Mermaid, aka Miss Catfish. So the girl gets mad because she say he's spending too much time at the hospital. She think he with the baby mama. That little heifer gets Diamond, gets in on a bus, on a Greyhound, a Trailways, or whatever they call, goes back to New Orleans, leaves Antoine in the car in Texas where he is visiting his sick baby that has a fever, the little pretty baby boy that we've seen on the videos. The little baby was sick. She gets back to New Orleans. She's so mad that he's still there with his sick baby. This crazy heifer called the police and said he stole her car. He was in there on a fake charge, and the auntie's sitting up here telling us. The boy shouldn't have even been in jail, y'all. No wonder he running. Run, Forrest, run. Don't you look back. I don't give a damn what your auntie say. She want that 50K.
To Texas, whoever the Texas people is, arrested him from the hospital. He was like, what the fuck is y'all arresting me for? A stolen car. What stolen car? That's my old lady car. Yada yada. No, this fool don't went home. Now, you know she left mad. And he crazy. You don't want to stay, you gonna get a fuck there. No, you already know all that happened. But at the same time, you literally left. They called the bus, went home, called the police, told the people he stole the damn car. And they arrested his dumb ass out the hospital with a baby. That's the stolen car part. That's the car theft part. That's the car theft part. And look where we at now. Look where we at now. All this is stemming from her. And since you done lost so many times, you afraid that the people gonna railroad you.
Well, I would be too. You want that $50,000 reward. So you want him to walk, you want to walk him in, you and the pastor. But he's telling you the living conditions there are horrible. Your son is there. You say they only eat one time or once a day, every other day. They don't even, some days they don't even eat. And you said that's why you have to keep money on your son's commissary card or whatever, because they don't feed him once a day or every other day or something. And then he's innocent. He's innocent of car theft. He's innocent of that time of beating her or whatever she said. It was a lie, she told it. And she left him in Texas with the car. They went together. He didn't steal her car. So if the police know, I don't understand if the police know that, why the hell they still got him on a damn car theft charge? That is corrupt, people. That is wrong. I don't care what. That is simply wrong. No wonder he out here posting pictures and fighting for his freedom. Somebody got to fight for him. Everybody else just want $50,000 so they can go buy some more damn wigs and lashes and shit. You feel me?
You understand? Because you already said 3-time loser, 4-time loser, all that. You feel like you ain't got no good lawyer that's going to represent you. And you feel like now you ain't never coming home. So in his head, he breaking up out of here.
Is there anything that if he's listening right now and he sees these videos, anything that you want to say to him, especially after the video he dropped? Should he drop any more videos or stay away from that? Or your thought about it, but what would you say to him?
Every time your auntie go on live, you might need to drop a video to counter her. No, I'm just kidding.
As of now, I haven't seen any more fresh videos, and I don't care to see them. But if you're listening, Antoine, I need for you to know one thing. I'm not going to say if you listen. I know you listening. I need you to hear me and hear me clearly, baby. You do not have to be afraid. We know you scared. We know that you went too far. Just like they say, you don't try to fix a situation with a disaster. That's not how you do this. We understand why you're doing what you're doing and why you did it. They don't know that though. Come on, turn yourself in so you can explain yourself. You got powerful people backing you up, boy. This gonna turn around for your favor. I need for you to know that. You know I'm praying for you. You know I'm a woman of God. That's why you stay away from me so much. And you say I preach too damn much. But the moral to the story is, son, let's get this over with, man, so my mama can rest, so my daddy can rest, Antoine, so I can get back to my life. But I love you. Let's get this finished with, man. You ain't got nothing to be afraid of. Come on, let's fix it. Let's fix it.
If he was to reach out to you, what would be your reaction?
First off, I'm gonna be honest with you, and I don't give a who listening. That's my nephew. I love him. I'm Auntee. I'm not closing no door. I'm letting him.
I believe she love him. That's her family. I believe she love him. I believe she love him. I believe she love him.
Fake love, I don't need it. You can keep it as a fact.
Man, and every fucking thing else. Yes, I am. You feel me? But I will convince you to hear me out and let me explain to you everything that we got set up out here, because we got some powerful people that's on board, and everybody bashing Pastor Brown. Pastor Brown is a very known pastor in New Orleans East. When I say that he know my brother personally, he know Lil Antoine personally, he know them, all of them personally, from Rabbit to Neil, all of them. He been in all their lives. He's the type of pastor that will be on the corner with them while they're hustling, trying to get them out that life. You understand what I'm saying? Hell, he buried all of them. He buried all of them. He even married Lil Antoine when Lil Antoine first came home. Y'all didn't even know that. Antoine got married when we
didn't know a lot, but you telling it all, sister. Keep talking.
First came home, because they had a young lady by the name of Mary Jane who was josing him, taking care of him when he was locked up. And of course, when he came home, he married her under some false pretenses that he was gonna do right by, and didn't. And I think that's bad, because and I feel all that's his karma. Why not? All that's his karma. And I tell him that all the time. What you did, that girl gonna come back to you, boy.
Woo! I don't know about y'all, but I feel like Auntee, she told it all. Now, there was one other video, and it's not a long video, if I can find it. It's, of course, it's from Auntee, because Auntee doing all the talking. Auntie's doing all the talking. New Orleans home search. Yeah, they searched the New Orleans home, but he wasn't there, honey. He was gone. He was long gone. I'm trying to find this video, guys. So you guys heard the Auntee, you know, everything she said. She pretty much said that the girl Diamond, he didn't steal her car. She put a false theft of car charge on the man. That damn Diamond is crazy as a mother for you. She really is. Now, she is toxic. She's too damn young. He really do need to leave her alone. She's 19. He needs to leave that crazy ass girl alone. I don't mean to sound insensitive, but you need to quit putting false charges on black kings. They got black men have it hard enough in this world. Then you want to say they done did something they didn't do? Knowing folks looking for any chance they get. To talk about it, why I can't find what I'm looking for. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this another way. I'm gonna have to do this another way, and while I'm doing that,
adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that. Let out OGC. What I want to talk about today is as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle and domestic abuse involving strangulation. That's what I was in Orleans Parish for. Okay, but before I was in Orleans Parish, I was in a jail called St. Tammany Detention Center. All right, St. Tammany Jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's 2 different parishes, Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay, today what I want to talk about is that I was on 2nd-degree kidnapping, 2nd-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child. She's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You hear me? All allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that. Let out OGC. What I want to talk about today as far as why I was in Orleans Parish Jail. I was in custody for almost 8 months. All right, 6 months, something like that. I was in there for theft of a motor vehicle.
Okay. Here I come. Here I come, here I come, here I come, here I come. All right. So we're going to listen to one more video. Of course, it's from the auntie that loves to talk. Hey, she loves to talk. So it's called Antoine, Massey, Aunt, and Minister Pastor Brown has message for Antoine, Massey, and the community. Let's listen to their message.
Hey, y'all. Look, I'm on here today because Pastor Brown have a message for all the families who may be dealing with some type of integration or some type of criminal injustice. He will be hosting a family meeting at his church this coming Monday. I believe he said at 6:30. And also, if you know anyone who may be having a situation with a child, a family member, or anything of that sort, because as we see, this situation is much deeper than just Antoine walking out of the jail, okay? And the 10 boys walking out of the jail. This even goes for their parents and their family members if they want to come and support. And we all get in on this together so that we can fight this system, because when it's more of us, the more power that we have when we all come together. And people, we need to learn how to stop being crabs in a bucket and pulling each other down in times of need and come together as one unit, because it is so much strength in one unit. But I'm about to call Pastor Brown because I told him I'm not about to keep getting beat up by myself. Let him explain. And I also wanted Minister Corey to come on here, and Minister Jock, I meant to say, to come on here. And
wait, I'm glad she said she's not going to keep getting beat up by herself. Because, see, people been leaving comments about if you go in the shade room and stuff, oh, they telling Antoine, baby, run from this aunt. This aunt talk too much. Go look at the comments on the shade room. I might pull them up before I leave here. She said she's not going to keep getting beat up by herself. See, Auntee gonna throw everybody under the bus. She ain't going down by herself. Well, you the one came out here calling Antoine a damn, what's she calling? An animal. Yeah, that little girl, yeah, she toxic. What? If the DA dropped, they didn't drop them. They won't drop them. They know that girl lied and he didn't steal the car, and the auntie just they still charging him. That's what he was in there for theft of a vehicle and for domestic violence against her, when she just signed and had a whole damn thing notarized saying he didn't do it. That's why he had to walk up out of there when they unlocked them doors for him, because they won't listen to him. You know, that's like if somebody accused you of saying that you came out here and you told some people your business when you know you ain't never got on YouTube and said, I want to have story time and tell you about my life. You know they lying and you know they crazy. How you gonna prove it when nobody believes it? So you, it is what it is. For those of you that know, you know, and you don't, you don't. It's okay. It's okay. All right, let me get back to where. Wasn't I sharing? Okay. Let me finish playing Auntie. Let me see what her and Pastor got going.
And explain his position and what it is that he do. But at the same time, he's in important meetings right now. But Pastor Brown can, clear some things up himself. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. Hello?
Yes.
Okay. Now I got the video recorded going, and I want you to tell the world what it is that you have going on pertaining to the meeting that you want to hold at your church this coming Monday. They can hear you. Go ahead on and speak.
Yes, good evening, everybody. This is Pastor Robert Brown in the great city of New Orleans, Louisiana, and I.
Auntie, if you see my video, I'm going to do what somebody did for me when I didn't know. Get you a speaker microphone from Walmart or somewhere, a little Bluetooth speaker microphone, then you can Bluetooth it, and then everyone will be able to hear whomever you want to play loud and clear. You won't have to hold the phone that way, okay? So that's the pastor. That's the pastor. I wonder if he's Catholic or what is he?
I'm the pastor of one of the greatest churches in this nation. It's called the Real Avenue Baptist Church. One Monday.
Okay, he's Baptist. All right, now, well, let me listen to what he got to say.
Out of the month, to hold a community unity meeting. Basically, we're standing with the Massey family in relation to Antoine, pleading with him to actually turn himself in because he has family members, his mother, his aunt, and community, and everybody is praying.
And pastor wants 10% of their reward if they turn him in and walk him in because they would get it. I'm just saying. I'm just going to keep it 100. But, you know, the building fund, it's the building fund.
For him because we're concerned about safety and well-being. With that being said, that's been our cry ever since this jailbreak happened. We've been praying and wanting him to turn himself in. But since he put out that clip that he did about what was actually going on with him inside of the system, the dynamics, and we've been letting the media know that, the dynamics of everything have dramatically changed. So basically, we want him to know that we heard his cry. I told the authorities, and I also told the media, it was a shame that this young man had to actually, to a limited degree, break out of jail for him to actually be heard. There's a lot of things that he said that we legitimately.
Now, he said he was let out. Because I find it hard to believe that 10 people can leave that jail and nobody know they gone for 10 hours. I'm just saying. I was just saying the pastor want his 10%. Come on, Philip. Now, you know, Pastor, the building fund, pastor's anniversary. It's a Baptist church, too. I'm surprised it's not a Catholic. You know, everybody in New Orleans seems like they be Catholic.
Believe that we're actually looking into because we believe that he's being railroaded. And basically, what we're saying is that we're not trying to.
Well, thank you, Pastor, but your doggone parishioner there, she's still talking crazy before she brought you on. Antoine told, now she stood up there and told the man on that other interview, Antoine, she said, let me tell you, she said, that's how the theft of the car came. Antoine and his girlfriend drove the car to Texas together. The girl got mad at him over a woman, caught a bus back to New Orleans, then called the police and say, Antoine stole my car. No, you crazy heifer, you went down there with him in the car. Did he get a goddamn on me theft of a vehicle charge? Do anybody else other than me see how crazy this is and how wrong this is? Or am I overreacting? Is it just me and Antoine that think it's wrong? Shit. It's wrong. And that girl, and so you do need to leave that little gal alone. You don't need to go nowhere near her. She'll probably change her mind if you don't and say, oh, I lied. He did do it. Oh, shit. You stuck between a rock and a hard place when it comes to that crazy heifer. But when you get out of this, because you will get out of this, it's going to come a day when you ain't going to have no charges pending. Don't you go back to this damn girl.
Defend him from any criminal charges that he may be having, that he have to deal with the court system. We understand that part. He made it clear. We love him for that. He made it known that the guy, that the picture of how they was trying to portray him, he made it known, I'm not that guy. And all of the stuff that he brought out and all he was trying to do, he's crying out for help, and he's not trying to run from his charges. He wants justice. So what we're doing on Monday is that we're asking for anybody in the Massey family, anybody in our community in the city of New Orleans, we need you to come and be a part of this move. We want you to know if you have a loved one that's incarcerated in the city of New Orleans and they're being railroaded, we want you to come and tell their story, because it's time for us to support them from the perspective of trying to help them to make sure that they're getting justice, you know, and not being real.
Now, you know, I hope y'all stream it live. Auntee, stream it live on your YouTube channel, Auntee. Auntee, get you a tripod and have your phone charged up and stream it live on all your social media sites. So everybody that can't be there, because I would like to watch it and talk about it. Stream it live. I'm going to go leave a comment on her video. Stream it live. I guess she's going to go from there. She's in Atlanta. Somebody needs to stream it live. If he gets out, he better run. He already running. He don't want to go back. You talking about turn yourself in. Shit. He probably looking at, if he was to come across, he probably say, shit, them women talking crazy. I ain't turning myself in until they let me know I'm going to get a fair shot. But now the pastor is what he's saying is sounding good. You know, they should have been done this. They didn't have water at the doggone jail. They couldn't flush the toilets at the jail. They feed them every other day. Auntie said that Auntie know everything. She know everything about New Orleans, and she in Atlanta. She know it all. She know everybody's business, but I bet you don't know hers.
Railroaded. So basically, that's what's going to be going on Monday night, because we want Antoine to know that he have family, he have community, he have ministry, he have a lot of people that's willing to stand with him from the perspective of him getting justice. But we need him also to turn himself in.
Amen. Amen. And yes, Pastor Brown, that was very much well said. So what about the family members of the other 10 boys that's also involved in this? We want you guys to also know too that if you feel that you want to be part of this movement, to also come out.
And honey, Derek Massey, Derek Groves. I'm gonna tell y'all, I think Derek Groves is in the wind. I don't think, if he is still in New Orleans, I would totally, if he is in any part of Louisiana, I would totally be shocked. And when I say, yeah, she's in Atlanta, she's a beautician in Atlanta. Go to her channel, honey. Yeah, she's a beautician. Derek, for those of you who don't know, Derek, the other last lone escapee or that was let out, Derek's grandmother was assassinated. A hit was put out on her by a New Orleans police officer who is currently serving a life sentence in Terre Haute, Indiana right now. So if Derek was never caught, I just have to say, you know, Carmen loop the block on a ninja. It'll swoop back around and say, get in the car, Derek. We rolling up out of here. That's all I got to say about it. I'm going to leave it at that. Because as Angie Stone's daughter say, Karma will swoop the block on you, baby.
Correct. Anybody, all of those guys, if you feel like, if you got family members out there, even the other guy that they're looking for, his family can come. It's time for us to come together as a community and embrace one another and actually show our young brothers that they do have people out here that care about them in spite of their situation. They have to deal with that part. We understand that, and we want the public to know we ain't trying to do nothing to defend them, but we're trying to do.
Woo! Kids will say, may this kind of aunt never find me. Y'all, kids are gonna get me. Kids are gonna make me turn this whole live into a whole other type of a live. Because you don't know what it's like to have your own blood come out and try to destroy you. And not saying that that's what his aunt is doing. No, Auntie know that's $50,000 out there, and I believe she don't want him to be harmed when he's if and when he's ever caught. So she's thinking that if he turned himself in, you know, that would be best. But right now, these police officers are pissed. They're spending a lot of money every day, a lot of overtime for these police officers. They're having to pay them all that overtime. And they don't like looking bad. And he's a black man. They don't care about no black man. They ain't studying him. They're not studying him. As high yellow as he is, he's still in my Dr. Umar voice, he's still an African. He's not African American. He's an African. Now I heard you on your channel saying y'all got this part in you and this part. You African. You just an African like me. I don't care how the hair look. We's Africans. All of you. I had to get in my look, but I had to change the tone when I talk about that. But yes, kids, they made this kind of aunt never find you right. And the aunt that came on here and did the interview about me had the gall to send me a Facebook friend request. Why you want to be my friend on Facebook? Why are you still watching me? Don't you have an interview to go give with somebody else that don't like? All right, I'm digressing. Let me get back to Antoine. Okay, my bad.
Do something to make sure that they're not being railroaded inside of a system based upon the things that Antoine made known to us.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I'm going to clarify it even more. We are not upholding the fact of what they did. There are consequences for your actions. And if you commit a crime, you have to face the penalties for that crime.
Okay, well, according to you, the only crime that Antoine has done on this route, because he served 14 on his back already for the other, whatever it was. He didn't steal the car. The girl lied because she drove the car to Texas with him, got mad, jealous over the baby mama while his little pretty baby boy was in there sick with a high fever. She left the hotel, took a Greyhound back to New Orleans, and then called and reported her car stolen. They arrest him in Texas. And he's like, why? Then it's already proven. Paperwork shows that she says he didn't beat her. Those were the two things he was in there for. Because they said he broke his probation because of what she lied about. So technically, he's right. He shouldn't be there. Don't take a rocket scientist to figure this out, people. But no, they want to hold these press conferences and keep saying, they need to say, look, we made a mistake. We should have dropped those charges against you. But since you were still in and you walked out, you might have to, do something. But they need to waive that. But they ain't going to do it. They ain't going to do it. That's what they need to be drilling them on. The pastor needs to be saying Antoine was in there. He should not have been in there, period. The only thing they need to be trying to charge him for now is walking up out of there while he was in there. But since he should not have been in there, they shouldn't even charge him for walking up out of there. If anybody can follow what I'm saying, I know y'all don't believe me or don't agree with me, but
we get it. We just want to.
You are absolutely. We're not hiding that. We don't want nobody to think we trying to get them out of something that they may possibly have to pay a price for. We don't know that. They would have to deal with that to the court. We just don't want them misused and abused in the process.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
That's it.
Okay, Pastor Brown. Okay, go ahead.
I need Antoine, if this message gets to him, he needs to understand, like I said, I spoke with his mother. She's in great pain. We was trying to get her to do a media piece yesterday. She was in too much pain. We need him to know that she's in pain. And I need him to understand your message was heard. And help is in place for you.
Yes.
Your message was heard. And help is in place for you. But we need you to also work with us, young brother. I don't know what your process is, but all we need you to do is get yourself back in there, and you're going to see the kind of support that the Lord have stirred up on your behalf.
Amen. And ain't no help like the help of the Lord, baby. I don't care about no judge, no lawyers, no nothing. Ain't no help like the Lord.
You better tell it.
Yes.
I don't care who nobody is. I discovered from my own life that he's a merciful God. If you cry out for mercy from him, he's going to show you some kind of mercy through justice.
Yes.
God ain't, we understand just like with ourselves, God ain't going to uphold nobody in their wrongdoing.
No.
But if they're pouring out their heart, this young man told them, I'm not that same guy, and I'm willing to face whatever it is I need to face, but they ain't telling y'all the whole story. That's the part that's stirring up what we're dealing with right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, Pastor.
Well, the auntie just told us the story about the car and all of that. Okay, I want y'all to understand. Antoine was locked up because of theft of a vehicle and for assault and rape on Diamond. Theft of stealing Diamond's car and theft of Diamond's car and attacking Diamond and domestic violence and raping Diamond, allegedly. Well, not allegedly, but Diamond signed the paperwork saying that wasn't true, that he did not do that. Now, the auntie just confirmed that he didn't steal the car. So he was technically, like he said, he should not have even been locked up. He should not have been there. Because why the hell they said that he had broken his probation from his 14-year stint because of these things that Diamond said he did, but he didn't do. He didn't steal her car. They went to Texas together in her car. She signed a damn affidavit saying it wasn't him that beat her or whatever they did to her. It was some other people. He wasn't even with them. She said he was nowhere around. Now, if it's a lie, she told it. If the ding-a-ling that good to you, to where you get your ass beat, then you change your mind, that's on you, homie. I'm just saying. But what if he really didn't do, y'all? What if he just didn't do this? It could be your nephew, cousin, brother, uncle. It could be somebody you know. That's all I'm saying. Now, that's all I'm saying. Let's finish listening to her and the pastor. They almost through.
Brown, well, if there's anything else that you want to say before we end this call?
That's it. We're just praying that people who are hearing this message, and you have people in the city of New Orleans, we need them to be at Ray Avenue Baptist Church this coming Monday at 6:30 p.m.
Give them the address, Pastor Brown.
4712 Ray Avenue. All roads lead to 4712 Ray Avenue this coming Monday. And if you just want to get a real blessing, you might want to show up at Sunday at 8:15.
Amen. 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 Okay, well, but before we leave, Pastor Brown, I just want you to just tell them that you know Antoine personally. This ain't nobody who I just found to try to get some help from. Explain that you was in my brother's life, you was in Antoine's life. You know all of them. You know Rabbit, you know Neil, you know all of them.
They don't understand. You and I, we have family that's intermingled from the community that we actually grew up with. We almost we cousins to a major degree.
Yes.
We actually do this. But actually, I funeralized Antoine. I was there for I even knew Antoine. One of the times he was out, I was counseling him at one time.
Yes.
For some strange reason, we got disconnected. Those things happen because God tells us there's a time and a season to every purpose. So therefore, we know what time it is right now. You understand?
Yes.
And I tell people all the time, when I first started getting the calls from you guys, and that's what people need to understand about us and the connection that we have. They need to understand Pastor Brown didn't go running up. It's all about God, and I want people to know this thing is bigger than Antoine at this point. Sometimes God just uses vessels in this situation, but it's bigger than Antoine.
Yes. Yes, it most definitely is. And this is going to turn around in his favor. And this is what I want the world to know, that it's going to most definitely turn around in his favor, because God is a merciful God and he's a powerful God. And I can staying on amen to that one. All right, Pastor Brown, I'm going to go ahead on and I'm going to give this message to the world. And I pray, and we pray together and stand as one in hopes that he hear it. Yes.
All right, my sister, be blessed.
All right, bye-bye. All right, you guys, there you had it. You heard it for yourself. I would have really loved for the other minister, the one who is the muscle in all what Pastor Brown is doing, to have showed up as well. But you know what? It's all good. God is at work. I know I told y'all many times I was gone, but until this boy do what it is that he's supposed to do for us, the family, and everybody else, I'm not gonna rest. I'm not gonna rest. I'm not gonna rest. But I still have a job to do. I still have a business to run, and I thank all you guys who have been supporting that lately. I thank all you guys that has been showing up for my family. I thank all you guys, you know, with the positive, you know, prayers and comments. And for all the naysayers, all I can say is I God bless you. God bless you. And I pray you never have to experience this, you know, so that you know, have to make a decision on what's right, what's wrong when it comes down to your loved ones. Because in spite of what they do, we still love them. We don't uphold them, but we still love them enough to help them pass a great major situation such as this one. So I'm going to end it here, y'all, because y'all know I'm long-winded. So y'all be blessed. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
And that was Auntee. This is her channel, Fit, Fab, and Over 40. Y'all check her channel out. She does hair really good. She broke down the difference on trimming, cutting, and dusting of your edges. I remember one time I asked for a trim and my cousin cut all my damn hair. So yeah, she does hair. So y'all check her channel out. I like watching her hair videos. And she had a Christmas video up there where she had cooked and stuff, but y'all check her out. I don't want to just play her video and she did one where she did her hair and it really did look good. I don't know which one it was though. I wish I could find it. But yeah. This video,
It's not that I don't want you here. It has come out darker than this one.
It's something about the way you stare into my eyes. I know that I know.
She make clips.
I just go up until all of it. Right here, I hang all in here that knows the difference in between this part over with. My goodness.
She got so much hair, she don't need no fake hair. But anyway.
I'm wearing. But my grandmother is half white, half full-blooded Cherokee Indian.
You black, you African. Ain't no Cherokee, no white, you just African.
Now my sister, she looks more like she could be mixed with white and black.
Well, I like this hair tutorial. I can rock this
style. The caramel one that look the native look. And then they got a lot of us that look like how my grandfather looked. Child, you go to that doggone. To clean up my mess in this bathroom. I'm going to put me some clothes on and try to make it to this graduation. As y'all can see, it is 7:55.
And she did her hair, and that came out really nice. I like that style. All right, guys, thank y'all for hanging out with me. Antoine is still where he at?
All right.
St. Tammany jail here in St. Tammany Parish. There's 2 different parishes. Orleans and St. Tammany. Okay. Today, what I want to talk about is that I was on 2nd-degree kidnapping, 2nd-degree rape, domestic abuse, battery, involving strangulation, domestic abuse, battery, violation of protective order, right? On this woman right here, her name is Diamond White. That's her name. This is a district attorney drop form right here. And she's not a child, she's an adult, a full adult. I was dating this woman. This is a legalized affidavit saying all allegations against me is false. You remember, all allegations against me is false. I was nowhere around her or none of that. Let out the GC. What I want to talk about today.
So that wasn't the whole video. I don't know. They didn't put the whole video, but okay. All right, guys. Y'all have a good night. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. Okay. I appreciate y'all for hanging out. Make sure you share this video, like it, thumbs it up. Good night. Thank you, Kizzy. Yes, thank y'all all for coming over and supporting Philly Phil. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. Subscribe to the channel. Become a member. It's just $1.99. Don't go pay $10, $15, $20 somewhere else to be a member when you can just pay $2 over here. Okay. Bye.